Alright, so welcome back guys. So as we know, inZOI has just dropped, and oh my goodness, like this game right here is shaping up to be one of the biggest and best life simulation games that has ever been released. At this point, I don't even know if The Sims can actually hold its own against this game. Haha, like come on, we're talking about The Sims, okay? This is EA, greedy EA and DLC fest at its worst. I mean, best case scenario, this game just destroys The Sims and wins like multiple awards. And okay, worst case scenario, it just moderately performs okay and it still kills The Sims. That's where we're at right now. So let's break it down, let's get into this, because from what we understand, the devs are pretty new, and it's even more impressive that they were able to come up with something like this. The first thing I had anyway, the first impression I had while going into this was, my god, it looked gorgeous. Like the graphics are just amazing. Whether you're looking at the world from the perspective of your actual characters on ground, or you zoom out to kind of get an aerial view of everything going on, the neighborhood looks spectacular, everything looks amazing. The graphics are definitely a step up, I would say. And obviously better looking than The Sims. Let's be honest, it is what it is. Now, in some of the gameplay footage they did release, we did kind of catch a little bit of firmware lag or freezing here and there, a little bit of stutter, but I do believe hopefully they're gonna iron that out in the final released product. Hopefully, okay, because we do live in an age where devs do just release about anything and don't really care to kind of polish it up. We live in an age where games are coming out broken. So yeah, you can only keep your fingers crossed that these guys are a little bit more professional in how they handle the release of this game. Hopefully. Now, of course, just like every other like life simulation game, we do have the standard character creation. I can't judge on how good this is, but I would say it does look like there are fairly a great deal of options out there. Like if you want to go the hipster style, if you want to go the emo style, if you want to go the edgy style, like all these different fashion styles are kind of there. So I do think this isn't gonna be a problem. It does look like it's really a good feature that was well thought out and well fleshed out. So I would want to add though that the inclusion of makeup is definitely something I've not seen before, and the inclusion of edit points, I think we can call it. Basically these points where you can morph facial features and structures. That is pretty cool. That does bring a great layer of customization when it comes to actually creating your starter character. So we do appreciate that. I mean, that is pretty good. We have to give hats off to these devs. Then the next part we have to come to would probably be the architecture and the construction of your homes and your living space and being able to decorate and have all these many options. I mean, it just looks like they've really done a great job, especially in this section. Like the amount of buildings you can build, I'm seeing things range from like middle class family homes all the way to like towers. Okay, I don't even know how many people are gonna live in this, but you can build it. That is just cool. And then we also go for interior designing. We can see that there's quite a bit of options there. You can add 3D models, your own custom 3D models. I definitely want to know how that's gonna work, but it does look really cool. The way you can design everything around your living space. I mean, wow, just wow. Okay, mind blown. And we even see that there's a little bit of street customization, like neighborhood customization. So basically this is outside of your living space because it's technically public space, but you can customize that too. I don't know to what degree. It does look fairly aesthetic, but you know, it's really exciting that you're able to have this amount of control in such a game. Like, let's be honest, when it comes to multiplayer, this game right here is gonna blow. Like, imagine the amount of fun you're gonna have depending on how many players are involved and what you all are doing. Like, this is gonna be the experience, I'll tell you that. Then as we know, you move on to your usual simulation, life simulation stuff, you know, moving around, getting a job, growing up as a kid or going to high school. All those experiences should be present here. We're expecting anyway that it will be present here. And when it comes to this, they did kind of briefly talk about a feature somewhat as if there'll be variables. And by that, I mean like unforeseen or unplanned situations that could come your way. You didn't really see it coming, but you know, here it is. You have to now deal with it. And similar to real life, that would be pretty cool if they could do something like that in the game. But of course, not have it ruin the fun or kind of come in the way of the experience, but kind of have it complement a little bit of the experience, you know? So you don't have like a life ruining event or situation happen that just kind of makes you frustrated with the game. That wouldn't really be cool. But to kind of have events that were unplanned or kind of unseen, unforeseen, and just have that happen would, I think, would add a good deal of flavor to the game. So that is actually a welcome addition, I would say. And obviously more creative approach than EA and whatever they've done with the Sims DLC Fest, of course. If they can do everything this game promises and have it all in one package, like, that is a big plus, and not have it broken up into DLCs. Like, I would buy that. I don't know anyone who wouldn't want to buy that. I mean, who wouldn't buy it, right? Who wouldn't buy a game that has a whole community simulation where everybody basically has their own problems, their own goals, their own missions, day-to-day tasks, things they need to do? Like, that is pretty cool. I mean, of course, that would explain the freezes and the lag here and there, but yeah, it is pretty cool. The game does seem like it's gonna be quite demanding, let's be honest. Obviously, you probably need a beastly PC or a console that is maxed out to actually run this thing. But yeah, it does look like it's shaping up to be pretty extensive with the amount of features they're gonna dish out for us here. So have you guys heard of inZOI? What do you think? Comment below and let me know. Subscribe and like for more. I'm just covering like every game that is gonna come out from now till the end of time.